Hello and welcome back to your daily dose of Dominions, though I guess at this point it should really be semi-daily, but we'll wrap it up in a few weeks, even at this pace, and then we will move on to other things. This style sort of format of me doing videos I think has probably run its course, but we shall see. Seems my other videos have been better received. By the way, if you hear any cackling or thundering in the background, that's only because I accidentally cast Storm in my local area, so disregard. So we got a Grigori claiming a throne. Arrows. Oh, did it kill someone? No. It's alright. Survived. Got a Siddha, and I'm bombarding another province. This province, in anticipation of me making him think that I'm trying to take it. I am not. This was some more horrors. Taking care of my PD. No problemo. This is my army taking care of his PD, no problemo. No province defense there. And where was that? That was here. Oh, well, that was where a horror was, so duh. Let's see here. We got a Melkort. Nice. Where was that? That was here. Alright. Well, hey, let's take a look at that one. Go me. Okay, we're gonna pause this right quick. Wondering why I got the Melkort. Let's see what his magic resistance is. That's not a Melkort. 18. I don't think it's gonna cut it, but let's see. Well, I mean, he dies, so duh. There he is. Yeah, no. Alright. Once you get an Astral Nation online, as I like to say, it's basically over for super combatant builds. Actually, I did lose a bunch of yogis. Was it just because I burnt them out? Or what? Oh, he just cast Phoenix Pyre. Oh, that's unfortunate. So he probably explodes and then shows up in the middle of my PD. And that was a waste of gems in order to get some swarms out, unfortunately. Does seem like he's pretty hard to get stabbed, though. Ah, Vine Shield. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I probably actually burned them out trying to cast Soul Slay so much. Are you running? Cowards. At least my mindless bugs will finish taking care of him. Let's actually watch this out, see how this works out. Because he's not going to get killed now from all this stuff. And Phoenix Pyre is still going to work out for him. These guys are super combatant killers, though, if he doesn't have a Vine Shield, which he does, but still. I mean, you saw that with the... Oh, and then they run back in because they got berserked. Handy. Alright, now where is he? Oops. Over there. Yogis are going crazy and jumping all over the place. Yeah, they must have died and gotten fatigued out. Which then sucks because they were outside my dominion, so I did not get to have them reincarnate. This is taking a while, though, isn't it? And every time he dies, he's not going to lose the Phoenix Pyre unless he's fatigued out. Let's speed this up. Okay. Where the heck is he? It's hard to see. Did I turn him into like a pig or something? Because he was really small. Well, anyways, that took longer than was necessary. And only half of my guys made it back. Ugh. Okay, so maybe it wasn't all, awesome for me. That's okay. They're just chaff sacreds at this point. Which is not something you hear very often, I'm sure. So we're going to consolidate here. He'll just wait a turn. I feel like he will probably not move in there, assuming that he knows where I'm going with this. And he also does have some TNG to deal with. I haven't even finished looking at all the stuff. Let's see how TNG's Tartarians are doing, what he's up to. Alright, so Vine Shield, Armor, pretty high protection, but magic resistance is not going to cut it for a lot of things. And then really with Tartarians, because they have Insanity, or that's not Insanity, it's Shattered Soul. I guess it's sort of Insanity. I don't really know how Tartarians work. I haven't used them a whole lot. And he has Phoenix Pyre himself too, so he's gonna be a pain in the butt to kill. Fire, Astral, and Air. That would be tough to kill. Plus he has regeneration somehow. Mean. Okay, let's finish these messages. Dun dun dun. Okay, so this was me getting on top of his fort with no problems. And that is some Blackhawks finding my guy. So yeah, he's patrolling with the Blackhawks. They're not really there to hold up his walls. He's just patrolling for scouts at this point. There is one thing I'm missing though. Where is it? Here. So I'm not sure where that battle is, Temiglia. Oh, here it is. Okay, I might have skipped over this. In any event, this was pretty important, and I remembered this happening, so I wanted to show it to you guys. If you remember from last turn, I had the majority of the army, which is now here, moved from here to here, while I had the Queen of Storms, who just finished killing off a Melkort here, who is also moving here to join up with that army. Now, I'm not sure if he actually predicted that would happen. He can feel free to comment in the comments below whether or not he actually predicted this and did this intentionally or not. But it's actually a pretty smart move if you are ever confronted with a situation where you have a very obvious target that is going to be attacked next turn from two different directions, and one of them has a larger army and the other has a smaller army, and you inside of your target, or from your target, have the ability to attack either of those. Basically, it is in a lot of cases a sounder strategy to attack the weaker target with as long as your force is larger than the weaker target, in order to split it up. First off, you don't have to face the combined forces where you are. You could put a bunch of PD in there and that would help in certain circumstances depending on the PD, but really what happens is when you are moving and crossing paths, as this happened because mine was moving here and his was moving here, I don't know if this is 100% of the time, but in most cases, the larger army arrives at its target before the smaller army. So what happened was he sent two balls and armies to my province where my one Queen of Storms was, and because he had more troops than I did, he arrived here. And that meant that he basically ambushed my Queen of Storms here, and she was not able to join up here. At the time of this game, I didn't know that that was a thing, and so I did not realize that at the time, but I've seen this happen in a lot of other games, and I have slowly started adopting it as well in my own strategy because it can help you out a lot if you feel like you're outnumbered, to break the pieces down into their component parts and take them one at a time. And so that's what he did here, and in addition to that, now he's broken out with a small number of his people and will be able to raid out from there, while I either have to stay here with my army or deal with that, or what I'm doing, which is going for here and not even caring about that. So there's that. Pescan, we'll take a look at that in a second. I would have been able to take this fort's walls in 2 turns. I do have a lot of Pegasuses here, so the flyers are really helping bring those walls down. But in any event, let's take a look at this battle because I want to see. So she got away because she's flying, so obviously it's going to be pretty difficult for her to get sniped. But they have a bunch of, basically every single one of them has waters in a bottle. It's a bunch of elementals, and that's really all they have. Okay, some blood thorns and air gems on the Amis. Yeah, they're all okay. 2 air Amis and astral Ami. Now he's going to do mind burns. That is his sole. Not mind burns. He is going to do what's it called? Magic duels. I assume he would do magic duels, but I guess he can also do anti-magic if he really thinks that's necessary, which I don't know why it would be necessary. Probably he has it scripted, and probably he assumes that it's not going up against a whole lot of forces, but that it overrode his script in order to actually cast it because it's going up against supercharged Queen of Air, and so the AI takes that as a higher threat target than just the PD that he was hoping he would face. So yeah, he's burning through all these gems with the air elementals and the anti-magic and everything like that, when it's really not necessary because yeah, she can't take all of this by herself. They're trying to paralyze her, and she's only got magic resistance 18. And yeah, even if she kills all these elementals, she's just going to be hacking down free spawn chaff, which are not going to do a whole lot. Yeah, now all of her defenses have been broken through, and so if she doesn't rout now, she'd be pretty dead pretty soon, but she does. Ooh, trying to cast control. Impressive. Alright, so that was the big teachable moment that I hoped to provide for everyone. Oh, they're starving here. Alrighty then. Oh no, that's the fort. They're starving here. Not surprising. There's like no population there. And I don't actually have a whole lot of supply boosters, but I do have a lot of nature mages, so there's that. Alright, we're slowly but surely trucking along. He's probably stopped panicking since I moved away from that. And he might be guessing that I might be going in this direction. I think that's pretty much it for now. Yep. Nothing new with the globals. I've sort of given up on research. I don't even need Conjuration 9 for really anything. I could get... Nah, I don't even think I could get Ancient Presence. I could get Tarasks, and I could get the Rudras and Davalas, but it's even a waste for me to be spending my gems on Siddhas, unfortunately, when I really need massive armies of Gandharvas at this point. That is the best output for my pearls in this game with the bless that I have. So that is what I'm going for. Hinnom dropped in over here, and I didn't see this battle, but he's got Devils and the King of Flames and at least one ball and a bunch of eagles. So this is a fort cracking army as well. And he might go either here or here. At this point, he's been watching my videos, so he knows that this is my precious little Amazon recruiting province. So he's probably going to go for this, honestly, unless he thinks that Tianchi is dead or can be killed. But looky here, unfortunately for leaders of the free world, Tianchi and Airmore seem to be fighting now, rather than Airmore and Hinnom. Hint, hint, Airmore. Learn to prioritize. Alas, he does not. And so Tianchi is now probably going to die pretty soon. He's got a whole lot of nothing and is looking very sad. So, there is that. That is unfortunate. My longtime ally will soon be no more. And at some point I will want to look at probably taking this throne from him in order to A, deny it to Hinnom, and B, win. So, yeah. That is a new upcoming strategy. But I don't actually notice this until, like, way later. I'm just like, oh yeah, Tianchi's fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. Alright, enough rambling. That's all for tonight, and I will see you at a later date.